I want the ball. 90 minutes. I fight, when I don't have the ball, I go high pressing because I want the ball, not because I like to defend there, because when I there, I am more exposed. I am, a little bit behind. But I go there because I want the ball.
We asked you then back then, if you had to sum up your footballing philosophy in one sentence, what would it be? And you spoke a lot about the time about simply wanting to keep the ball, wanting to press high and not be exposed. Would you say that although you have changed and your management style in certain times has changed, that philosophy is what stayed the same?
Yeah. The biggest principles are the same, but of course I adjust a lot of things. The same in the experiences, the same in the tactics ways, I improve a lot.
Is that due to the players or the league or the team?
Yeah, the players, the opponents, the league and everything. So I learn a lot of my players and I change a lot of things because of my players. They teach me, they show me what I have to change. Mm-hmm. People believe, no, Pep changed that. The managers, if you observe or try to do it with Starbucks room and stuff, you learn what you have to change through your players. They teach you. It's completely the opposite. The people say, no, I did this. No. They, with the details, they are telling me we have to do this to get him better. And that is, when we play one striker different than the other one, a fullback different than the other one, the central defender different than the other one, you have to adapt. You have to adapt to them.
It's impossible. When you sacrifice, for what reason? When you lose a game, if you believe in that, you have to keep going. So when it's going to happen, we're going to use the goalkeeper, going to wrong pass, and you're going to receive a goal. And the people say, why you don't hit ball? No, we have to insist on that. If I believed and you did that and it's not productive for the team, I would not do that. But I was a football player and manager, and always when I do that, I would score a lot of goals and concede few. And that's why I believe in that.
8 years ago then, we asked whether in order to get results, you would sacrifice your obsession with build-up play. You instantly shut that down then. You said no. But at times you've seen Manchester City play with a more direct approach depending on the opposition. So Is that still definitely a no, or at times do you have to adapt and change depending on who you're playing?
As much they press you high, as much you have to attack quicker. Mm-hmm. And as much they don't press high, more patient and process and go in the opposite halfway, take a coffee, rest, go to a little bit lunchtime and after to do it. So it depends on the opponent. The opponent will dictate the way you have to attack, quicker or slower.
And so many managers have said that you have been a huge influence on them in terms of their management style. Do you feel like you've changed how football is viewed and played in this country but also across the world?
I would love to say yes for my incredible ego that I have, but I cannot answer this question.
But when you hear so many managers saying, we want to do what Pep Guardiola does, we want to adapt that philosophy, you have to think that you've changed, even not how it's played, how it's looked at and viewed differently.
My advice, I would tell them, do it if you believe it works for you to do what Man City has done in these years. Otherwise, don't do it because you will fail. So the biggest mistake is try to make a copy-paste for something you don't believe just for the fact that that team won. But that team tomorrow will lose, and after you don't have anything. So if they do it, it's because they believe doing that, they are more happier, they can convince the players, and they are closer to win games. Because the people influence on me is because we won a lot. Mm-hmm. And won a lot depends not just me. I'm a part of that, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. But it's players, the hierarchy, the powerful, financial powerful that we have, like many other clubs, for many, many reasons. This is the reason why. But if they see our games and they are, satisfied to the like we see, they want to try to do it, welcome. So always I have a lot of influence for managers in the past or players in the past when I was a football player, and I make a copy and I take it and I steal it and I said, I want that, I want to do it. But all just the things that really, really believe it. Otherwise, doesn't work. Copy-pasting wall doesn't work if you don't feel it.
But I'll go for your ego a bit then. You are one of the most influential managers in world football. You'd have to agree with that statement.
Well, I've been in Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Man City, and we won a lot. In the short time period, we won a lot of titles. That's why, of course, we are some of the, it's normal, just for the results.
Yeah, but every player has his own qualities. And this quality can be better, it can improve that. And with the time, improve. And I'm pretty sure all the players that right now we have, with training session, with passion, with understand the game and why we make this kind of things and not the other one, because always there is a why, they can improve. So all of them. So I don't have doubt about that.
We asked then how you assess a player as to whether or not he's the right sort of player for you and what you want. Has that changed 8 years on now that you have that specific style and you've got exactly the team that you want here at Manchester City?
I adapt sometimes to the players, the qualities. The way we want to play is so flexible. It's not about just has to be here because I'm here and I'm the boss. No, absolutely not. I listen to my players. I had the feeling in some players when they play, they have to play in different way to help them. So that's why it's so nice. Otherwise, in 8 years doing the same every single day, the same game, the same, will be so boring. I will not be here.
Yeah, but
so playing Luton is completely different than playing Will United, because the defend Luton is different and the play United is different, and you have to adapt.
You see certain qualities though, like if you look at Doku as an example, he's a slightly different player to ones you've had before. So there must be certain qualities in players that you look for and say, yes, that's going to suit how I want to play.
Listen, in case you ask me the Jeremy Doku, what is his biggest strength? It's dribble, no?
Mm-hmm.
Dribble. If your quality is there, dribble. I would tell you what is better to do it. I try to provide to Jeremy Doku as much through our game chances to use his dribble as much as possible during the game. This is my job. Mm-hmm. So you get the ball as much in the better conditions with more space to control to dribble your opponent. This is my job. Dribble, my friend.